these hot topics or whatever. See what's been popping in the see what's been popping out here, y'all. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Something just happened. Hold up. Uh okay, oh yeah, okay, there we go. Let me check on us, y'all, like always. See what's going on. Make sure everything going right. Yeah, y'all, I was cooking my kids some more spaghetti and what's it called? Some fried chicken, so I hopped on a little late today. Alright, well, it seems as if y'all can hear me. So let's jump right into these hot topics, y'all. Why not? We ain't got nothing to wait on. Too harsh, Texas teen family becomes distraught after he's hit with 25 years for robbing a convenience store. Judge says he has no chance at success.
Mr. Fontenette, there was a time some years ago that there really wasn't even a question. Everyone, state's attorneys were recommending youthful offenders, probation, let's give everybody an opportunity. And things have just changed in such an incredibly dangerous way with young people doing what I just saw you do on that screen. I cannot imagine the fear.
It's a teen?
That
it's like a grown ass man. If he's doing this right now in his teen age, then what is he to do once he become a grown man? This is a teen, y'all? It's like a grown ass fucking man. So they decided to give him 25 years. Judge family think it's too harsh. I don't. Where the fuck was y'all at when he was robbing a convenience store? That was harsh. Oh, but my bad. They don't want to talk about that though, y'all. They don't want to talk about why they ain't got control of their kids or whatever, and why they out here committing these crimes and to begin with to even land themselves in the convenience store. I mean, in jail or whatever like that. See, some of y'all parents out here, y'all feel as though, well, if he get, Lil Ray, he just gonna get a little 2 years. He gonna come out and be a better person. It don't always happen that way, y'all. It don't always happen that way. Y'all keep thinking that these judges gonna go light on y'all kids because they teens. Listen, for what? So they can turn out to be an adult criminal? That's what we don't want. Now, do I feel like 25 years is a lot of years for robbing a convenience store? That's how I feel, y'all. What would God want? I think God would want you to be punished for your sins. I think so. I think that's where we all going wrong in this world to begin with. Motherfuckers not being punished for their goddamn sins the right way. That's really where we going wrong, y'all. Hopefully this sets an example for the rest of you teens out there that want to go robbing stores and stuff like that instead of trying to go get some hard work some hard earned money. You rob a store in Texas, apparently there's a judge that's going to sentence you to 25 years. So that's that, y'all. Like I said, grab a hold of y'all teens. I don't know where the fuck y'all be at anyway. I don't know why these kids feel as though they have to go out there and rob. Especially a convenience store, you know what I mean? Like I said, when we was younger, we might have did stupid shit Hey y'all, hey everybody, shout out to everybody. Like maybe steal candy from a store or steal a t-shirt and but robbing a store, especially doing it at gunpoint, traumatizing somebody, you do deserve some time in jail. You do. Teen or not, you deserve some time so that you don't do it again. If this is what we got to do to make sure y'all don't do it again, then we will. Let's get something like this up. Welcome in everybody. What's up 383? What's up Mia? My day going good. What's up Maya? We chilling, y'all. Let's get on the next topic. We was just talking about a teen got sentenced to 25 years in Texas for robbing a convenience store. But my thing is, we got to put our foot down with these teens at some point before they end up taking us the fuck out. Florida man accused of fatally shooting one man and wounding. Hold on. And wounding 4 others had shocking outbursts in court. Admits, I shot every one of those people before lawyer says, shh, this is being recorded. Oh yeah? Therefore, how can you put someone in jail that's fighting something that you can't see? Hell no! When I was on the highway driving, it's 3 cars. What's the devil's number? 6, right? It's 3 cars. Every time I went hit it. No. This haircut tells me enough. He's lying. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Mia. Look at the haircut. Why is that piece of hair sticking right there? That's a sign of mental illness, y'all. That's a sign, okay? No, lock him the fuck up. Whatever he did, whatever he fighting, he can go on and fight that shit in prison. That's what he can do. But just the fact that he's admitting that he's fighting something, y'all. They say shooting one man, wounding 4 others. This is a serial killer. No. I'm all for hearing your side of the story, but give it to God. At this point, when you done did all of this, give it to God. Whatever you fighting, you gotta go to jail and go fight that. That's how that go. That's how that go, friend. I'm sorry. I don't know who told you to get up on here. All right, let's get to the point where he said what he said. Y'all. You can go to God and ask that. You can go to God. You just sat up here and told you that you shot every single one of them in their head and they woke back up. And now you going through something. You seeing that God got the last say. That's what you going through. You seeing that your bullets don't mean nothing when God has the last say. That's what you going through. Now you all fucking confused. This is the second court case I've seen of a young adult that is going against their lawyer and what their lawyer advised them because they want to become honest and say what it is because they see these court systems not playing with them no more. Let's get some likes to love up, y'all. Hey. Thank you. Hold on. Let me get this name right, y'all. Asia. I'm so happy to be back with y'all. I miss y'all, not gonna lie, y'all. I did have to catch up on some sleep. I went in with y'all like last week. I think I went in with y'all. So yeah, y'all. This time I had to take some space, y'all. Some time. Cause y'all know I'm a 9-to-5er, so y'all know like I'm not like and there's no shade to some of the YouTubers that sit home all day unemployed and this is their only employment. But that's not the case for me. So for me it's like I don't get the chance to come here as often as I want because I have to still balance out being a parent, being a mother, take care of my home, my family, and also working on my second my other endeavors, y'all. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, he just lock him up for jail and lock him up in jail. And while you're in there, see, because the stuff he's saying, put him in mandate him to go see Pastor in court. Because he's talking about he's seeing things that he ain't supposed to see and we don't see it. Mandate him to go see Pastor in court. And Pastor, while he in jail, he needs to take he needs to be in the pastor, he needs to be in the pastor's chapel. They do have a chapel in these jails and he needs to be in there. Okay, y'all. Oh my gosh. Some of this stuff, y'all, I can't. I told y'all. What's this about? What's this fat, ignorant shit about? Is I know you fucking lying. Woman catches her neighbor on ring cam stealing her food. Police report filed. This is the type of shit they getting into, y'all. That's why I said I can't be around people that need money. You fat, nasty, lazy son of a... And see, the thing is, yeah, start filing the police report on these people, y'all. When they go stealing y'all Uber Eats and all that, file a police report on these broke motherfuckers. And I bet you they won't do it again. If this is what we got to do so that y'all can stop with the bullshit. Because see, one day, what people trying to avoid is putting a bullet in your shit. That's what they really trying to avoid. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said y'all better leave these people alone, because they trying to avoid putting a bullet in your shit. And if you put them in a position where they feel as though, you know what I'm saying, listen, I ain't going to jail over this shit, they're going to file a police report on your ass, and now the police going to be dealing with it. And it's just going to be that simple for these trifling ass individuals. Y'all, let's get some likes up. It's just going to be that simple, y'all. Hey, y'all, let's get some likes up. It's going to be that simple. Y'all keep stealing food from people that y'all know y'all didn't pay for it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Police report filed, like they said. It's going to be that simple, y'all. I bet y'all going to be real embarrassed when y'all sitting in court. Because you know how that court shit go. When you go for petty shit like this, when you got to go into court, you're in the court with random people, and y'all all got court. And the judge calling y'all up one by one. It's like 20 y'all in that motherfucker. And they talking about, and then in there, all of y'all cases is being read out loud. And I bet you when your asses go stand in front of some of them people and they say, ma'am, okay, so we have you here in court today because you stole someone's Uber Eats order, you're going to feel real fucking broke and dusty. You will. You will. And that's why I said start filing a police report on these motherfuckers that want to steal $20 and $30 Uber Eats orders because they can't afford it. They can't afford it, then you know what? They need to be locked up in jail so they can figure out how to go get some money and afford it. Because some of y'all need some time alone. If that means prison, oh well. If that means jail, oh well. But what y'all going to do is y'all going to stop. Y'all going to stop. What's next? You can't stop me, babe. You can't stop me, no, you can't stop me. No, you can't stop me, no, you can't stop me. Yes, I does that. I ain't got to get my buzz back. Yeah. All right, y'all. Hold on, y'all. We trying to load some more of the tea. They say shaking my head, Philadelphia man punches female crossing guard, then flees the scene, was reportedly angry about having to wait for kids to cross the street. Lock his ass the fuck up immediately. Lock him the fuck up, and while he in there, allow him to speak to none of the women in his life. That's right. While he's in there, allow him to speak to none of the women in his life. Since he decided to put his hands on someone else's loved one, female loved one. Y'all men want to keep putting your hands on women? All right? Y'all want to keep putting your hands on women? Lock his ass up and take away his right to talk to his mother, his grandmother, his daughter, his sister, all them enabling assholes. Because there's somebody around there enabling his ass. That's why he felt so comfortable to punch a goddamn crossing guard in her face. Because he didn't want to follow the laws. The laws are while the kids are crossing, while a crossing guard is conducting her job, everyone must go by her rules or his rules. Miami Correctional Officer caught on camera beating inmate in elevator, then claimed he was just doing his job. Lock him up along with the inmate and give the inmate an opportunity to beat the living shit out of him. Start doing that type shit. And I bet you they think twice before they start putting their hands on random inmates because they want to get their anger out. Because that's what it's about. I don't care. When someone's in police custody, it ain't your job to go in there and feel as though you can get your anger out on them. That ain't your fucking job. Lock his ass the fuck up with the inmate. With the inmate he put his hands on to give the inmate a chance to beat the living daylights out of him.
County Pretrial Detention Center shows an officer.
That's some weak ass shit. This some
inside an elevator. Roughly 11 punches were thrown.
This some weak ass shit, bro. This some weak ass shit, bro. This some pussy ass shit.
In an elevator. Roughly
this
11
shit,
punches were thrown, several of them landing.
Oh, we seen it.
Pretrial Detention Center shows an officer repeatedly striking an inmate inside an elevator. Roughly 11 punches were thrown, several of them.
Lock him the fuck up.
So you can go downstairs.
Lock him up in the same cell with the inmate he was in and let the inmate beat the shit out of him. Let me tell you, correctional officers, something. You got no right to put your fucking hands on somebody. You got a job to do and that's it. I don't give a fuck what you think is going on. It said crazy as hell. Woman felt guilty of murdering her husband by poisoning his drink with fentanyl. Wrote a children's book about grief after his death.
The jury unanimously find that the defendant, Corey Richens, is guilty of aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously agree that the prosecution has proved the following circumstance or circumstances regarding count 1 beyond a reasonable doubt. The homicide was committed for pecuniary gain, and the homicide was committed by means of the administration of any substance administered in a lethal amount, dosage, or quantity. The jury unanimously.
So let me see something, because I believe these people I'm starting to believe these people doing what they've been doing, and that's trying to get money for some goddamn insurance. That's what. It say neighbors. A woman being deemed the Black Widow has been found guilty of killing her own husband. The craziest part is that she wrote a children's book about grief after his passing. Sick hoe. Corey Richens was convicted of all charges in the killing of her husband, Eric Richens. Prosecutors said Richens fatally poisoned him in March of 2022 at their home by spiking a Moscow Mule with a crazy amount of fentanyl that was 5 times the already deadly dose. She was also found guilty of financial crimes tied to a real estate deal she allegedly finalized the day after his death, as I thought. During the prosecution argued she was driven by money, pointing to 4 big life insurance policies and marital conflict. Evidence suggests Eric Richens was considering divorce and previously became ill after consuming food she prepared. He had also tried to remove her from his insurance. The case got even more attention because Richens later published a children's book, Are You With Me?, about grief, where she said her husband's death was unexpected. She faces, you know what, life her up. Life, not life up, but you know, death penalty. Let's get some likes up. Death penalty. You gave that man 5 times the deadly amount. You are a scandalous, poor motherfucking example of a fucking wife. I see why these men don't want to marry. If you got to be worried about dying at the hands of a wife for some insurance money, I wouldn't want to marry neither. I wouldn't want to marry neither. If I got to worry about being possibly killed because of some insurance money, or because you think I might leave you, it's no need for me to get with you. It's not, y'all. And see, let me tell y'all something. When it comes to these marriages, right? Once you start amassing certain things together that they not sure, that the other party isn't sure if they're necessarily going to walk away with, you got an issue. You do, y'all. You got an issue. And I think that's where some people get nervous about getting married, is because they're not trying to check up out this joint because they done went in they got some money going on with somebody. That's what it is, y'all. Once you got money going on with somebody, you gotta watch that motherfucker. I don't care what nobody say. Especially a motherfucker that ain't family, you just married the hoe. Gotta be careful, y'all. Everybody think it's cute. Let me tell you something. I seen something where they was like, Dr. Umar said, you know, white women, they see the potential in a man, a black man, so they grab him up. Whereas though the black woman wants him to be a finished product. No, let me make this clear. And there's nothing wrong with this, but let me make the distinct difference. White women have generational wealth that can help the black man that the black woman doesn't have, okay? With the black woman, he has to struggle and take care of her and actually do it from the bottom like our ancestors did. With the white woman, he knows there is no money struggles. Dr. Umar, with the white woman, he knows that there will never be a rainy day. He knows that, okay? So let me clear that up for you, Dr. Umar. Let me clear that up for you. White women don't get with these men while they black men don't go for the white woman because they see that she sees something in him. No, he sees generational wealth in her ass. That's what he sees. He sees everything that his mother went through that he will never have to go through with his children. He sees that. He sees the opportunity he has with her and being behind her. Oh, he sees that. In case you didn't know, Dr. Umar, it goes both ways. She sees something in him and he sees something in her. But when you black men decide to finally go and do the right thing and build your black woman up, that's when things will be okay. Until then, miss me with the she sees something in him. No, we all see motherfuckers got potential. But if I don't have money to get you where you need to be, but the next woman do, yeah, I expect you to go to her. If you're a weak black man, yeah, I expect you to run over there instead of trying to get it by the muscle. Yeah, I expect you to do that. That's what I expect. Body cam footage released of the White, Howard, and Amy Lucci talking about each other to police at the recent dispute. He alludes to her being responsible for the death of his dog, Lord.
My husband, whenever he gets upset, he locks me out the gate. Last night he lost custody of his daughter, not my daughter. Him and the daughter's mom, his baby's mom, have been in a 2-year custody battle. The mom was in Florida. He won custody, but she just wanted her back. So you guys were here last night. He took the daughter down. He was in an upset, stupid, going ballistic. I did not feel comfortable. He left out. I left out. When I came back, this is his 3rd time doing it. The last time you guys came was like a year ago. And they told him to his face, said, "This is Miss Howard. I've been here, living here. My address is on this driver's license." They said, "By law, Mr. Howard, you cannot do that." Yeah, I do have a house. They said, "If you do that, don't you know, I could have ran through the thing by law, but I don't want to do that because
Where's your car at?
I Uber here. My car is right here because last night it's a pink I-8 sitting over there. That's my car.
The what?
My car's inside of here.
Okay.
But how crazy and erratic you act, not you guys, but CBS took his child. He was taking all that on me. And I'm like, I get you mad. Why didn't you say nothing to them and tell her she was lying? I'm like, no better than she ain't lying. I can't incriminate myself, so I walk away. As soon as they
That's a boo. That's his boo, Amy. That's his boo. That's his motherfucker he called when you not there. Like, but y'all women gotta start catching on to that shit. Like I said, Amy, I already went through this. I said you know what the fuck was going on. You knew what type of man he was. You knew what type of shit he got into, and you still decided to be with him because you like you keep saying he's a what multi-millionaire. So you didn't care about his possible sexuality of being with something that you may not approve, not approve of, but maybe something that you may not be comfortable with. You know exactly who that was sitting on his card, Amy. That was his boo. That was the nigga that he be with when he ain't with you. That's his card. In case you didn't know, that's his card now. That's his card. If it ain't in your name. Listen, we didn't drug Amy and Dwight. We didn't told them about themselves enough. We on to something new, y'all. Enough.
Caldwell County, a wrongful death lawsuit.
They say, wow, daycare worker charged with involuntary manslaughter after suffocating 16-month-old baby girl by covering her with the blanket and laying on top of her was the child's first day at daycare. She did it. She did it. She did it, y'all. Anybody wearing mascara that fucking thick? I don't know about you. Y'all know I'm gonna dig into this. Y'all know I ain't with the whole abusing of the kid. I ain't with the abuse of nobody, but y'all know I ain't with the abuse of the kids. Like, let me read this. Neighbors, this is crazy. A 16-month-old girl was the victim of May 2025 tragedy that has now resulted in a wrongful death lawsuit. Maddie Mitchell's mother says it was her first and final day at Creative Beginnings Daycare in North Carolina when daycare worker Alexandra Coffey suffocated her. Coffey was charged with involuntary manslaughter after investigators say she covered Maddie with a blanket during nap time and laid on top of her as she texted on her phone. She then got up and left the child there for 3 hours, later finding her unresponsive, despite the medical examiner deeming the case a homicide by smothering from compression esophagus. Coffey still only received the involuntary manslaughter charge and is currently out on bond. Why? Why is this lady out on bond after she did this to this fucking 16-month-old child? Why? Why the fuck is she not in jail with no bond? Why? And this is where the money coming at. And this is why I'm gonna tell y'all what shit don't play fair. And this is why you gotta always have a relationship with God. Because I'm not saying that the little family don't have a relationship with God. I'm saying there's no reason that this woman should be out walking out on bond. There's no reason for this. What? Somebody said bring back public hanging for this. Yeah, bring that shit the fuck back too. Somebody said I'm feeling some type of way that the lady is white and the baby. That's what I'm saying when I say like y'all gotta understand some of these situations, money talk. And if you don't got a relationship with God, money will talk loud enough. And yes, it's sad and yes, it's not cool, but y'all like that's just how the world goes. That's why you have to have a relationship with God so that he can be in control of those things. Believe it or not, God ain't in control of everything. He ain't in control of whatever you're doing with the devil, or he ain't in control of anything that's something he don't approve of. He ain't in control of that. That's why I don't understand why people be shocked when they be doing certain shit and they realize that something go wrong. It's like, well, you was never supposed to be doing that to begin with. So what made you think God was over there protecting you? God don't bless no mess, and He don't care to be a part of it. I don't know who told y'all that, but that ain't the case. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's not loading. That's weird. Okay. Whoa! How y'all feel about this? Whoa. Hold on. Y'all, it's a prayers up. Showtime at the Apollo legend Kiki Shepard passes away at 74 after sudden heart attack. Wow, y'all. Prayers up, y'all, to her and the families. Rest in peace. It say, who was wrong? Customer gets into it with Audi workers who falsely accuse her of stealing. Employees claim she only showed a receipt with 2 items despite having a full cart.
So now, why didn't you just show me that a minute ago? I didn't get a chance to. I just asked you, ma'am, honey. Okay, let me see the date. Okay, you didn't tell me. I asked you where the rest of them was. There was only 2 items on the first receipt, so I just asked for the second.
The customer was wrong. The customer was wrong. When these people go asking for y'all receipts and stuff like that, hand it to them immediately so they can get the fuck out your face. All this playing games of trying to prove something, you're not doing nothing but making yourself look like fools, okay? If you know you paid for your shit, see, when I go in these stores that I know be all tight about their receipts, I had that motherfucker ready, because you're not finna harass me when I know I paid for my shit. And I'm not finna play this little game with you where I pretend that, oh, I didn't pay for it all, or it's another receipt somewhere else. I'm not gonna do all of that. For what? Because then, like I said, you just open up the door for more negativity. Like, for what? No. Why is everyone saying they would have asked for a refund? Why? Exactly. Somebody said, I mean, when a lady asked for a receipt, why did she give her one with 2 items on it? I mean, I would have questioned why you leaving with a full basket. Then when she gave it $100 receipt, everything was fine. I mean, the black lady really did it to herself, and you never heard anyone say she was stealing. They just wanted to see the receipt because the dang went off. Like, y'all, what the fuck? Like, y'all. The customer's wrong. She was trying to be funny, and it backfired. You got checked. Let me tell y'all something. These people don't come to work to play with y'all. So them motherfuckers y'all receipts so everything can get done and get going. Other than that, it's on you. When you start playing with these people, I don't feel bad no more. Shaking my head. South Carolina woman arrested after 8 kids was found alone during apartment fire. Police say she was running an illegal daycare. You're really playing Russian roulette with your children's life.
Their children. Why would a parent choose to take their children to an illegally operated daycare center?
Tiffany Lockwood says many times parents are left with this option because of finances, but she argues they need to think about their kids first.
You're really playing Russian roulette with your kids' lives. It makes more sense to bring them to a center that is a license, because we have to go.
It don't make no difference. It don't make no difference. I'm not saying that go take your kids to an unlicensed daycare. What I'm saying is the lady that watched the kids up the street unlicensed ain't no different than the mother don't mean that she got no different spirit than the motherfuckers working in the daycare. Some of them people, y'all be surprised what the fuck they do or whatever to kids that don't talk. Okay? Just because you put your kids in a licensed daycare center don't mean nothing. Let me tell you something. My grandma watched kids growing up for a living. And when I say for a living, I mean that was something that she genuinely does. She didn't really care to need it for money, but since she had time to do it, she figured why not make some money from it. But she genuinely enjoyed watching people's kids while they were able to go out and do what they need to do. And me and my brothers or some other kids, and obviously my cousins and stuff. So all of this illegal daycare and all like that, I really ain't trying to hear that because some people cannot afford these daycare prices. And if you find you somebody that can help you out for the low and they a good person or whatever like that, ain't nothing wrong with that. You're not playing Russian roulette with your child's life. You're playing Russian roulette with your child's life anytime you send your kids somewhere outside of you. Let's make that clear, okay? Now, y'all do have to make sure y'all check these places or whatever because just like this happened, see, my thing is, where the fuck was she at? Let me get to this story. I'm not saying send your kids to motherfucker anybody. I'm saying this is okay. A 30-year-old South Carolina woman is in hot water after allegedly leaving 8 children alone inside an apartment that caught fire. The incident happened on March 12th when officers and firefighters responded to reports of a structure fire. When they arrived, they found 8 kids inside the apartment without adult supervision. The fire suppression system was put out the fire. Hold on. The fire suppression system put out the fire before personnel arrived, and thankfully no injuries were reported. Later, Farida returned to the apartment with additional children and was arrested on the scene. So it sounds like she tried to get some of them out. Authorities traced the fire to a faulty aftermarket stove knob. Okay, so this was not intentional. Sounded to me like she had the shit a little more legal than what the fuck we thought. She had a goddamn system that automatically put the fires out. Exactly. Somebody said, yes, we want kids to be in qualified daycare environments, but these parents are doing the best they can with what they have. Accredited daycares literally cost the price of college tuition. They're unaffordable. Somebody said make daycare affordable, then there's no reason daycare. Yeah, I don't, honestly, y'all, no one got hurt, and it seems to me like she had her place secured for a situation like this. I think she should be released and, you know what I'm saying, maybe some probation, but it sounded to me like she tried to get some of the kids out, and it sounds to me like none of this was intentional. It was a faulty stove, a faulty knob on the stove. In some cases, y'all, believe it or not, I know I get on here and I say lock them up. But in some cases, y'all, I do know that I can tell when someone is intentionally doing something and when someone's not, y'all. I can, you know. Alright, all of this look like a bunch of, yeah, okay, I figured that was enough for me to get to. They say prayers up, 500-pound man, California man on life support after being rescued from 15-foot construction hole. He was trapped in for hours. You know, all I'm going to say is, wow, yo, look at them getting him out. He right here, they getting him out. All I'm going to say is, y'all, this is why you have to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that you keep yourself in shape. Because when it comes to stuff like fires and, you know what I mean, safety things, I'm sorry, but you might be the last one. If you're really that big and people have to worry about hurting themselves or to get them out or putting themselves in danger trying to get you out and hurting themselves doing it, because that ain't no easy, then you are going to be put on hold, y'all. So all I want to say is, you know what I'm saying, if you are close to 500 pounds or you know, you around there, you know, just think about these type of situations. You know, if you ever get stuck somewhere, you know what I'm saying, or something that, like, if you ever get into a car accident, for example, like, it's going to take longer and harder to get you out. And, you know what I'm saying, that's just something that you don't want for yourself. So start taking your health more serious. That way, if something like this happens, especially if you know you're working in this type of field, construction, where you got to go down in these holes and stuff, or You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're in shape. Make sure that, you know what I'm saying, if someone needs to come save you, they actually can't get to you. Otherwise, you'll just be a victim of, you know, you'll be a victim like this man is, because I can guarantee you a lot of this hold up was because he was overweight. Because I'm pretty sure if they would have threw a rope down there and he was of a good, you know, not overweight, they probably could have just all brung him up. So, yeah, y'all. But shout out to everybody that came through, y'all. Thank you all for stopping through. Hold on, y'all. And I'm going to catch y'all next time. I'll be back in a little bit, y'all. Not a little bit, but I'll be back soon, all right? But I love y'all. Y'all all stay blessed. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed day, all right? I love y'all. I'm out. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, y'all, that if you want to comment, it's okay to comment, y'all. And if y'all have any ideas, let me know. And any tea, send it to Princess Street 77. That's right.